What is yield farming and how can you put your crypto to work for you? Yesterday, we went over a video showing you how to set up a liquidity pool from scratch, but I didn't really tell you what liquidity mining is, yield farming is, or how it works in the real world, or how you can do it on a simpler level. And there was lots of questions about that video, so we're going to be doing all of that. We're going to show you how to just add to an existing pool. We're going to explain what it is, and we're going to answer some questions that I got from my last video. All right, so let's first explain what yield farming is. Yield farming is providing your liquidity for a service and you earn APY or a percentage off of this. Now, the best example of a real life scenario on where this happens is Cash App or PayPal. Let's say you were to Cash App your friend $100. He's going to get it and he's immediately going to withdraw it to his bank, and they're going to charge him a fee. So maybe he has $99 in order to go to his bank. But that's not actually how it works, because ACH transactions actually take about 3 to 5 business days to actually clear. So what happens is, in the middle of this bank, Cash App has provided their own liquidity pool. So actually what happens is you send it to the liquidity pool, and they're going to borrow from their pool while they wait for this to take place. In about 3 to 5 days, they're going to give it to your friend Bob. He's going to use it and he's going to send it to his bank, and they're going to charge him for doing this. But in order to set something up like this in the real world, you would need hundreds of millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
But in crypto, you don't. You need about $10 to set this up and start putting your money to work. So that's what that is. Now, some questions that I got was, if you add to an existing liquidity pool, is it locked? And the answer is no. There is a way that you can burn and earn, and I'll show you how to do that later. However, for most applications, it is liquid. It is a liquidity pool. Very, very liquid. You can provide it and withdraw it just as easily. Another question that I was asked is, am I worried about arbitrage, doing a 10 or 15% Solana / a other meme coin? And the answer is no, I am not. The reason that I am not worried about this is because Solana is so liquid and so fast and so cheap. Now, this is not really possible on Ethereum with the Ethereum gas fees, but because Solana is 1 second, and because Solana is like 1 cent per transaction, when you set up a liquidity pool, say with 15% Solana and 85% Xcoin, it's generally going to stay that way. It might go a little bit to the left and it might go a little bit to the right, but generally over time, if you have the right pair, your Xcoin is going to go up in token value and your Solana is going to go up in value as well. This is the best case scenario. Another common question that I got is, are there risks to providing liquidity? And to that, I would say absolutely. There is nothing in life that is free of risk. And the higher the risk, generally, the higher the reward potential. But the main risk involved with providing liquidity is a thing called impermanent loss. This essentially happens when one of your assets in the liquidity pool loses value and the other one is higher, and you would have just been better off holding the asset yourself. This is called impermanent loss. This is the biggest risk. But in reality, if you pick coins that you believe in long term, it will find a way of balancing itself over time, in my experience. Now, another question that I was asked is there a benefit to adding a pool that doesn't already exist versus just depositing to one that does already exist? And to that, I would say not really. The only reason that you would create a pool that doesn't exist is if you want to earn yield off of a pool that does not already exist. But it costs you 0.2 Solana in order to create one that does not exist. However, if you just add to, say, Solana to USDC, it doesn't cost me 0.2 Solana. I can just start earning yield off of this. Another question I was asked is, can I earn yield off of Solnic? And to that, I would say yes, absolutely. In order to do this, you're going to go to radium.io. So now we're going to switch to just depositing or withdrawing liquidity to the normal method. Yesterday, I created one. Now we're just going to add to an existing. And there are lots of existing pools with Solnic. So in order to do this, you're going to connect your wallet to radium.io. Now, if you're worried about it, you have all different kinds of options. You have Exodus, you have Phantom, you have Soulflare. But the cool thing is that it's being integrated. You have Google. You can now just connect your Gmail. We also have, and in fact, I'm going to do this because I have my Gmail connected to, so I'm going to create I'm going to add two pools brand new with my Gmail, which is going to be my Yaboy Ski, because I think that this is a little bit more secure, but we do have some funds on it because we're collecting funds. So we're going to try to connect to my Yaboy Ski Gmail. So we're going to hit sign in with Google. I'm going to sign in with my Gmail, continue, and it will automatically create a wallet for you. Now it's not recognizing the one that I have set up with Helio, but I'm just showing you a way that you can create a wallet with Gmail if you're concerned. I have used Radium.io and I am not concerned. So we're going to disconnect this one and we're going to connect the Radium or normal liquidity pool wallet. So I'm going to hit connect wallet. I'm going to connect my Exodus wallet, and this wallet has a little bit of Solnic on it and it has a little bit of Solana. So we're going to type in Solnic, SOLNIC. And here are the available concentrated liquidity pools, and there are standard liquidity pools. Standard, you are going to get more yield, but you're not going to have a harvest, whereas concentrated, if you look at my liquidity pools, I have a harvest. We're going to add to the standard pool, which is not going to have a harvest, but will generally have more yield. So we have Sol and Solnic. We're going to hit deposit, and we're going to do half of our Solana. So we're going to add $32, and then it will automatically give you an equal part. And we're going to add liquidity, and then we will confirm it on our wallet. And just like that, we have added that to the portfolio. In order to, if we wanted to withdraw, we would just go to our portfolio, and you can see I'm showing you some of the stuff that I have on this particular wallet. We have $38 of pending yield. Yesterday we set up with the Plat with Hat, and it already has accrued about $3.15 in one day. So that's actually pretty good. And the other one has accumulated actually $7. Wow. So in one day, in 24 hours, this liquidity pool has already made $10. That is the concentrated, the one that gets you yield. The standard does not get you harvest, but it gets you more yield. But we just added to the 4% position. If I wanted to withdraw, all you have to do is hit this little minus button, and you can minus however much you want. If I want to withdraw whatever. I'm not going to withdraw anything, but it is that easy. As easy as I deposited is as easy as it is to withdraw. So that's how you can add liquidity and remove liquidity. The only option that is available as far as if your tokens are burned would be the option that is known as burn and earn. Okay? Every other option, your liquidity is free to come in and leave as you please. But if I wanted to do this option down here of burn and earn, I could do that. I could do a concentrated or a standard burn and earn. I could burn my tokens. I could never withdraw them, but I would still be able to earn yield from them. That is an option as well. If you wanted to do like trust in your community or something like that, you could do that. But generally, just add to the existing pools. That is the best thing, in my opinion, if they already exist. And the ones that already exist for Solnic, there are a few on the concentrated and there are a few on the standard. You have Sol to Solnic. Someone has created Faith to Solnic. I don't know what this is. There's only $10 in there. You have Radium to Solnic. You have Sol to Solnic. Sol to Solnic, Sol to Solnic. So those are the concentrated ones. And then on the standard ones, you have the Sol to Solnic, He to Solnic, Sol to Solnic on 4%, and Radium to Solnic on 2.5%. So this one right here is the main one that is associated. This is burned and locked. We can't do anything with this. As you can see, it's locked. So this is what Solnic has, like, that is locked forever. And all the rest of these, He to Solnic has about 17,000, and then this 4% has about 61,000 as well. This is not locked. Okay, so that's just showing you guys a little bit. Hopefully this answered some of your questions, how you can put your money to work. And there's lots of other ones as well. You could go to You could exit out of this and just go to standard. You have all kinds of them. Like I could just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and there are lots of tokens. And if you want to look up a certain token, maybe I don't even know if these are all Solana tokens, but there is wrap Bitcoin as well. So you could do Bitcoin to USDC, Bitcoin to, you could do all that stuff. So you could do Solana. We could look up Solana. So there's all kinds of tokens that are available. Solana to. So figure out, my advice is to figure out the long-term projects that you believe in. And if you want to earn yield on them, this is how you can do that. There also is an option to stake on here, but we'll go over that in a different video. But that is going to be it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Peace.
Damn, hustling.